President Gerald Ford officially recognized February as Black History Month in 1976, calling on the public to, quote, seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. Tonight, WYMT's Madison Carmouche begins the story of one man in our own backyard.
This Black History Month, I sat down with Pastor Ronnie Hampton as he shared with me the trials and tribulations in his life that gave him the tools to break barriers while staying true to his faith, leading him to eventually be the first Black mayor of Lynch in Harlan County.
All of us are going to have our fair share of trials and tribulations.
In March of 1951, Camp 3 of the Township of Lynch welcomed Ronnie Hampton, the only child of two God-fearing parents. Like many in eastern Kentucky, Ronnie's childhood was set in a coal camp, but it was that connection to coal that led Ronnie to make history in the mountains.
Being here in Lynch, it's a different kind of, it was a different kind of place for raising children. We could run all over the camp and feel safe.
Ronnie says as a child, people stayed in their camps and did not travel between camps until they had to.
The decision was made by the school board to integrate in '63. And again, we won a championship because we integrated that year.
Around Lynch, Hampton has been someone whose character was a trademark quality, especially as he helped lead the football team at Lynch High School to win a state title in 1968.
Ronnie was a leader on the team. I think he was a captain on the team. It's always carried over. He's always been at the forefront of if there's problems.
After a couple years of higher education, Ronnie left to follow in his father's footsteps of working for U.S. Steel in the coal mines.
Practically everybody around the Lynch, what we call the mining camp, we had all our hopes and dreams and everything based upon working in the coal mines for U.S. Steel.
After 7 years underground in the mines, Ronnie moved up to the State Department to be a mine inspector and experienced a whole new world.
I found out what it was to be a Black man in a white man's world. So I had to do a lot of things that normally wouldn't have to be done.
As a mine inspector, it was Ronnie's job to assess the safety of a mine, but some miners did not respect that title and would simply tell him,
"We don't have a ride for you." And I knew what that was about, but I crawled it. And I came out and I made an honest inspection. I didn't get vindictive and try to find things to make it worse, but I gave them an honest inspection.
Ronnie continued on as the honest man of God he is, and people started to see him for more than his skin color.
Once I got known to the people, I got accepted by them. The very ones that said, "We don't have your kind," are the ones that called back and said, "Dad said that he wanted you to do his funeral." You know, that, to me, that's just full gratification.
The relationships Ronnie built supported him as he climbed the ranks, becoming the first Black mine inspector supervisor for the Harlan District.
Brother Cheryl says this all the time when we went down to the Department of Mines, that success is measured if a place is better when you left it than when you found it. And I like to believe, Cheryl, that we left it a little bit better.
After 30 years with the U.S. Department of Mines and Minerals, Ronnie retired in 2009. But his story of trials and tribulations does not end there. We will hear from Ronnie about his time of being a first Black mayor and how he worked to build a better Lynch in the next part. In studio, Madison Carmouche, WYMT Mountain News.